Alright, test number 5, and I think that I'm gonna just go with it now. This is Cradler, welcome back to my channel. It's the first time I've been, you know, on YouTube in, I don't know, 5, 6 years. I was just kind of interested in getting it started again because it's a fun little diversion while I work from home. Anyway, apologies if you can tell that my camera is not synced up with my lips. That's because when I recorded this, I recorded the video from the webcam but not the audio, or at least the audio is extremely faint, so it was really difficult to hear. So I guess I'll just make this a uh, you know post video kind of commentary. I'm just showing you that I'm relatively new to this game. I know I'm about 4 years too late, and I was going through my skills and perks and whatnot, and here it is. I'm using Meg, um, something that my brother told me to use. So that's who I'm going with. And I won't spoil this, but this is maybe my 10th, 11th game. And I'm starting to get a hang of it, but I don't know the ins and outs. And I really just started like, like anyone would, without really reading much on it. I did the tutorials and just kind of jumped into it. So it's ticking down and getting ready to go. And hopefully you can hear everything fine. So I'll just keep quiet for some of this and kind of talk over when I think there's some action going on. Here are the offerings. And then the astonishingly long loading times for a game that definitely doesn't need it, but I guess they have to make up for all the people loading in. I'm recording this voiceover, I don't know, about 2 hours after this game was played. It's really the only game I played today, and I did it in between answering some work emails while the day wound down. I think my wife is in the background Snapchatting how ridiculous I look right now recording this, which is fair. Fair to say the least, but anyway, something I like to do. So here we go, we're starting. We're in an outdoor map. I try and take a look around at my surroundings, don't see anyone with me, and immediately what I was thinking is, I'm going to just try to do something in this game, try not to die in the first 5 minutes, looking around for generators. It's an outdoor map, so I've realized that you can look up to the sky and find generators. I see this crate here, and that's always, I didn't start the game off with any items because, I don't really know what I'm doing yet, so I figure I'll leave those for when I'm more prepared. Anyway, I think the Wraith, it's a Wraith, kind of came after me to begin with, so I decided to run away. I threw a pallet down at it, and that's the first generator that I wasn't able to get working. But here, I come over here, I spot another one, and I notice that there are 2 of my party members on it. So, here we go. Oh, look, we're almost done. I get credit for doing that generator, a little co-op action, and be on my way. I hear the Wraith coming. As you guys who play this game know, you hear your heartbeat in your ear, and it gets louder as the killer gets closer. The Wraith has 2 forms. It's Wraith form, where it's invisible, but you get to see a little sheen around it that glows, and I don't think it could attack you while it's doing that, and then also it rings its bell and comes alive and then can attack you. Anyway, I spot another crate here, which is at least kind of rare for the first game that I've played. Usually only find 1 crate in a level. I see this Wraith go behind me, but he doesn't really notice me. And then I realize it's actually one of my teammates. But I hear the blood in my ears and start walking away anyway. Wraith's dropped off, so I'm going to go back and try and start that generator. I've had a lot of fun with this game. My brother told me to do it. He streams on Twitch, PepsMD. He's way better than I am. He likes to play killers. I just like to run around like a scared little survivor. So we go, working on the generator, waiting for skill checks. Sometimes I'm bad at it. Every time you hear that little audio cue, there's a skill check. And I did it there. There's another one. Good job. She screwed it up. But I'm going to still work on it for a little. Even though I think when you screw up a skill check, usually the killers get alerted to that. But I'm just going to keep working. See if we can't get this one done. We've only done one generator. And so for you guys who don't know the game, you have to, if you're a survivor, you fix 5 generators, then you can pull down a panel and escape out a door. And if everyone else but you gets killed, a hatch opens up in the middle of the map somewhere, and you can escape that way. If you're a killer, you gotta kill everyone by knocking them down and then putting them up on a meat hook. I think I successfully dodged this wraith, and I go into this little barn here. That's one of the doors I was talking about. I go into this barn here, and I notice another generator. And I remember this when I was playing. I look, oh look, it's like a little corral or a pig pen or something. Anyway, I start working on this one, and I use my toolbox, the tool I picked out from the crate, which speeds up your repair time. Anyway, I hear the bell behind me, and that's the wraith, but he got caught. He got caught behind a gate, so I run away, I'm able to. And then I kind of kite him around here, fall through a window, and now I know he's going to get stuck in the kind of maze of this gate, and so I think I'm going to be able to get away. And clearly this guy's not all that good, because I faced some pretty good killers recently, and they're real good. They know all the routes. This game's a lot about, you know, optimizing routes as both a killer and a survivor, I've at least been told, and I just kind of run around aimlessly, and that killer probably does as well, and that's why I was able to escape. Anyway, I see that generator is still being worked on. Oh, and another 2 of my teammates, and there's four survivors, so, but immediately hear the wraith, so we kind of all ditch, and one of my teammates gets clawed. There's the wraith, and I'm going to try and kite him around a little more. So I run around this big combine. There's a pallet. That's what you can do. You kind of stop him. And meanwhile, one of our survivors fixed one of the generators, which was awesome. And I get away again, successfully. And I see that I'm back by this barn, and I remember there's a generator in there. So I figure might as well just try and fix that one. There's only 2 left that we need to fix, and that's 5 out of 7 that need to fix on the map. So I come back here and start working on it with my toolbox. But I think that's the wraith. Winds up only being a teammate. And here she comes begging to be healed, so I come off the generator and I start fixing her, but then she runs away because we immediately again hear the steady drip drop beat of blood in the back of her head. And meanwhile, because the wraith is on us, I'm hoping that, you know, the one guy or the 2 guys that aren't with us are working on one of the other generators so that we can just get this done with. Anyway, I'm checking this out. Is there anything I can do with that? No. You know, I'm new to the game. I spot this thing. I think this thing's called a totem. But I was going to cleanse it, which is one of my daily tasks. But I immediately hear that I've got the killer on my back. So I get out of there. Oh, meanwhile, while I'm kiting away, one of the survivors gets another generator going. And so then I start this one. And this would be the last one. So I don't have any buffs on my character on fixing things. Anyway, again, I try and heal this survivor who's dressed just like me. And I screwed up. I screwed up that skill check, which is unfortunate because I think it keyed the wraith back onto us. Get that one okay, and then here comes the wraith. She popped off of it. I was going to help her out, but it wound up being smart because he popped a little too early, and we were able to get away. Again, running around this huge, absolutely huge combine. Just trying to close down one last generator so we can open up the door and survive this nightmare. Here we go. Start working on this one. Again, I'm going to kill this person, but then I see that this lady has a med kit, so I pop off it, figuring that that person's going to be more efficient at healing, and get on the generator. And there you go. You see on the floor that the killer got one of our other survivors, knocked her down twice, and is going to hook her. And if we were really good and altruistic people, we would go and save her from the hook. But at this point, I'm figuring this is the last generator. We have 3 people left. We put this guy up, this generator up, and we win. So I'm sorry, but we're going to leave you hooked. Anyway, that wasn't me who screwed up that time, that quick time event. That was someone else. But at this point, I'm focused on getting this done. Okay, it's done. There we go. That's the control panel. And again, if we were really, good players or someone who wanted to, completely win, we would go unhook her and try and all evade the killer. But here I go, just trying to open the door, and I figure, let's just win the game. Couple more seconds. See someone else is waiting. And we went in. And that's a victory. Pretty clean. I was very excited about it. I thought this was a good job. So, we'll see. Let's just take a look at the rewards and then I'll hop off. You can see I completed a daily ritual, which was nice. I think I had a lot of blood points, which is really cool as well. That's how you progress in this game. Helps you level up, get items. I like the game. I earned another little shard towards my rank. Kept that toolbox. Leveled up to level 8. It was a good game. I was pretty happy. And that's really it. Came in second place. So thank you everyone. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time.